11 now. Well, social media is on everybody's minds right now. And your kids are picking up tons of information from all over the platforms, right? Cody's standing by with an expert who's looking to empower young women and helping them to navigate these uncharted waters. Hey, Cody.
That's true. That's true. She's like my favorite person in the whole world. It's Jess Weiner. Don't tell my wife. She's my favorite person. Love you like my family. Okay, Jess, let's talk a little bit about social media. It's a bad idea, right? Should we just throw it out?
No, I mean, the toothpaste is out of the tube, Cody. We can't put it back in. Social media is not going anywhere, but helping our kids detox their feed is going to be really important because we're seeing from new research from the Dove Self-Esteem Project that 1 out of 2 girls say that the negative and toxic beauty advice that they get online, as an example, is negatively impacting their self-esteem. So we know that there's now a cause and effect to some of the information and the advice that they're getting online. So I think we just have to develop some new skills around our use of social media.
1 out of 2?
Yeah, so we've got 50% of girls recognizing that the negative, harmful beauty advice that they receive online impacts their self-esteem. I mean, I don't know if, parents are on the same platforms, Cody, that their kids are on, but the algorithm feeds them different content.
Okay.
And a lot of young girls are getting exposed to things like Fitspo and Thinspo and cosmetic procedures, without a lot of context around real health and wellness. And so it ends up creating this very toxic environment of advice that young girls in particular can't always navigate well through. And so we're really helping to advise now parents to talk to their teens about this, and both of everybody help to detox their feed a bit.
Say if you know somebody that has a bow tie and a vest, and he has a daughter that's about 15 who's sweating it out right now. What kind of advice would you give said person?
So I would give the said person with the lovely bow tie this advice. I would say, let's not blame or shame our kids for being on social. This is their lifeline, and especially during COVID, more girls are using social media than ever before. This is where kids are finding community. But I would say to parents, have an honest conversation and ask your kids, is the content that you're seeing online, does it make you compare your body to somebody else? Does it make you feel bad? Do you find yourself feeling depressed after that kind of content? Because kids need to understand that cause and effect. And then here's a great piece of advice, Cody, for detoxing your feed, and we can all do it. Mute somebody for a week. If you think that you're not feeling great after looking at somebody's content, mute them for a week. If you didn't miss them, and you feel better about not seeing their content, then just delete them from your feed. And what this does, though, to be honest, is it changes the algorithm of what you're going to get served. And so you're going to get more content that's making you feel good instead of the content that's not.
That was brilliant. I feel like I went through the cabinet into Narnia. That was such good advice. That was fantastic, Jess.
Well, I'm not detoxing you off my feed. I'll tell you that. You're definitely a feel-good friend to follow. But
that's right.
It's helpful, right? It is helpful for parents because I don't want them to feel helpless about this. And we've got great resources for parents if they want to learn more at dove.com.
At dove.com. You guys sent me a little video project you guys did. We want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, this is an incredible film called Toxic Influence, where Cody, kids, teen daughters, and their moms sat down to talk about the harmful influence. But Doug did a really incredible thing in this film, and they used face mapping technology, right? Which shows up sometimes like you would watch a deep fake video. And so the moms were seen by their daughters giving them that toxic beauty advice that other influencers would have given them online. And the girls were really blown away by that because it amplifies how ludicrous the advice is, like filing your teeth down or going on a 10-day water diet. But when you hear it coming out of the mouth of somebody who loves you, see her reaction, you realize that it's really ridiculous advice, but parents need to know their kids are getting this. Maybe not every post that they look at, but every 10 posts. And so it becomes like this very insidious message that parents aren't always aware that kids are facing. So this video really unpacks it for a couple of teen girls and their moms, and it's really a thought-provoking film.
That is brilliant. Where can people see this?
Well, you can get it on YouTube. You can go to dove.com and see it as well. And we're hoping this opens up the convo for parents to talk to their kids. And we're going to be offering a free workshop as well for parents on May 12th. So we'll be putting that out on dove.com and on all of our social feeds as well.
I love it. I love it. And while we got you here, I read your blogs. I wear your shirts. You sent me some shirts. Thank you. I got the shirts. Carol's got her shirt. But I was reading your blog. We have a new Supreme Court justice. And I was like, I'm not her only famous friend. Give us a story about Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Oh my gosh. Well, I had the distinct pleasure of growing up around the Browns at the time before Ketanji got married. Her mom, Ellery, was my high school biology teacher and then became my high school principal. And I have watched the growth and evolution of Ketanji since we were, I don't know, 13, 14 years old. But her mom is one of my greatest champions, greatest mentors. She was somebody who, when I was a teenager, Cody, nominated me to do some, social and civic work in high school that really activated my activism and my love of community service and talking about the things that I talk about now professionally. So if I got that just from Ketanji's mom, I can only imagine what it was like being raised by her. And I'm so excited for Ketanji. I'm really excited for us as a country.
Yeah. And, I have some bad parking tickets and stuff. I was wondering if you could help me out, just rolling it over a little bit or something.
I'll do what I can. I can't promise anything, though.
Good to see you, my friend. Love you. Carol says hi.
Thank you. I love you guys, too. Thank you so much.
And, of course, Muppet says hello as well, my cat.
Oh, I love that Muppet.
Right. Bye. Back to you, Court.
Bye.